Hi, everyone. What a pleasant surprise. Thank you for being here today. If no one hasn't told you today, I'm here to tell you you're a true change agent in this world. Turn to your neighbor and say, be the change that you want to see in this world. I would like to start with something funny. I heard about 5 relationship tips for women. Number one, it's important to find a man that loves you and is loyal. Number two, it's important to find a man that's fun and makes you laugh. Number three, it's important to find a man that is a hard worker. Number four, it's important to find a man that's a great father. And number five, it's important that none of these 4 men know each other. So let's get started. Foundation Fix Africa was founded by me, Marlo Barge, and my partners to support local initiatives to benefit underserved children. We are a nonprofit organization that aims to bring sustainable infrastructure to children and communities in developing countries. Our goal is to provide humanitarian services to impoverished children and women to create a safer and more just world. At Foundation Fix Africa, we use innovative technologies to help accomplish our goals and facilitate our programs. Our focus is strategic and we aim to tackle the core issues affecting change at the ultimate level. We have a vision to create a better world where children and communities can access the resources they need to thrive. We are passionate about our mission. We are committed to positively impacting the lives of children and communities. We strive to build strong relationships with our partners and other organizations and create effective, efficient, and innovative programs. We are driven by our passion for making a difference, and we are committed to creating more equitable futures for all. Let's talk about the unprecedented drought in Somalia. I'm gonna share this Fatima story. The Fatima story, her son Dinar, as tears tumbled down his hollow cheeks, he utters out the words, I just want to survive. And his mother, Fatima, says, crying isn't going to bring back your brother. Fatima just lost her 10-year-old son, Salid. He died of starvation. And she doesn't even have time to grieve for her loss because she fears having to marry her young daughter off to pay for food and medicine. Foundation Fix Africa disaster relief program helps with severe humanitarian crisis. We strive to ensure access to basic necessities such as food, water, healthcare, education, and housing. Our goal is to provide sustainable and long term solutions that will allow individuals and communities to thrive and reach their full potential. Let's talk about me, Marlo Barge, your executive director, internationally known, nationally recognized, and locally respected, MBA graduate, philanthropist, executive director of Foundation Fix Africa, doing what's vital to my title. I'm a father of 2 wonderful sons, and I love all children. But I do come from very humble beginnings, and that's what inspired me to do the work that I've done. I remember going through, in going living in the ghetto streets. I remember, getting hand-me-down clothes. I remember lights getting cut off because the bills did get paid. You understand me? I remember going a few days without eating. You understand me? I went through trials, tribulations, and situations as a young child. And when I turned 18, I vowed to myself in the Most High to be a servant of the people. I joined the United States Marine Corps, where I learned a wealth of knowledge and experience on how to build temporary infrastructures as a combat engineer. And where my aha moment came is when and why I'm the person to solve this problem. I'm going to explain that to you. Um, During my tenured position as a director of talent acquisition and a talent management industry. That's what I've been doing after I've got out the United States Marine Corps. Been in a talent acquisition and a talent management industry where I learned a wealth of knowledge and experience. And I was conducting an executive search, and I was doing this, for this startup organization. They specialized in building temporary infrastructures in urban communities. So I was performing an executive search for this organization, and I reached out to this executive. He was from Fortune 500 executive candidate. Um, me and him, we met at a Starbucks coffee. We had an informal but formal conversation about his career and what motivated him to go the direction he went. And as he explained, he came from very humble beginnings where he had no running water, no working electricity, no working sewage, basically zero infrastructure from this urban community in Africa. He remembered his mother's empty cries about that and expressing grief for such harsh living conditions. His mother became terminally ill with cancer on her deathbed, her dying wishes were, "Son, make sure you help the mothers of the world." He vowed from that day forth, and he was going to elevate himself and become as educated as possible. He graduated from Harvard University. He worked his way up the transportation industry and became a top Fortune 500 executive through hard work. And his story resonated with me so much that it led me to open up Foundation Fix Africa. And that was my aha moment. How big is the problem in Somalia, Africa? Today, as Somalia is crippled by its worst drought in the 40 years, as well as rising food prices and conflict, the war in the Ukraine has impacted this drought situation and exacerbated, not only the climate situation, but just the food prices. Across the Horn of Africa, families families in the grips of devastating droughts are skipping meals to feed their children, selling off all their assets, and even having to marry their young daughters to pay for food and medicine. Oh my goodness. Nearly 6.7 million people in Somalia, 41% of the population, are expected to be battling widespread food shortage between October and December this year. Fatima's family is one of the 6.7 million people drastically impacted by food security. How is Foundation Fix Africa tackling this problem? The Red Cross in Somalia is one of our partners that help us in some of Foundation Fix Africa's day to day operations. Behind the scenes, supplies are being delivered to different refugee camps like Hargeisa. We're buying products from Dubai, so we're getting them from very cheap, reasonable price. So, and then in turn, shipping that over to Africa, where we distribute the products to supplies, you understand me, to the refugees. Foundation Fix Africa is on the ground providing water, seeds, and health services. The fundraising goal is $250,000. This year, the need has increased, and we're looking to be able to serve 1,000 more families than the previous year. And we're going to need $250,000 or 25 donors that can contribute $10,000 in order to be able to serve those additional 1,000 families. We're looking to raise this money by January 1st to be able to serve these families right away. How to help children in Somalia. With your help and donation of $1,000 today, we can help meet it will help meet our goal faster and make sure families like Fatima never have to fear marrying her daughter off just to pay for food and medicine. Just imagine in your mind's eyes if someone in your family member, that was a family member that had to experience this type of calamity and struggle and hardship in life, what it would be like. Just imagine in your mind's eyes if this was even you. Just imagine. Here's how you can take action. Text to donate. Text the word famine to 53555. Every little bit helps make a big impact. Let's make the world a better place. Blessings to you and your family. I hope you never want as long as you live and you live as long as you want.